I imagine there's like a trust bank or a trust ledger. This is John Maxwell. He says, you build trust with others each time you choose integrity over image, truth over convenience, or honor over personal gain. So look at that concept of a trust bank, if you will. And I liken it almost to goodwill. So if you've taken accounting courses, you know that this intangible asset of goodwill. But imagine we have one company and they start out with 100 units of trust, whatever that means. But they never do anything to enhance that. Over the years, they just never do anything outstanding, just never develop a reputation for building trust. So they stay at 100 units of trust. But what if we have this big, what I call trust busting event, something huge? Well, you go from a trust bank to trust bankrupt. You're out of business. And an example of that, there was an incident back in 2010 in the UK, a tragic incident about Millie Dowler, who was kidnapped and murdered. And there was a tabloid called News of the World that they had basically hacked her phone to see if they could get any information about who the killer might have been. Well, this came out and News of the World didn't have a terribly good reputation. They hadn't built any additional goodwill or trust, if you will. And after 168 years, News of the World went out of business. They were trust bankrupt. But let's look at another example. Here's a trust bank where we start off with 100 units, if you will, and we add to that over the years. We've done activities and things that instill trust. So we make these trust deposits again and again. And so now we have this imaginary ledger of 200 units of trust. And now we've got that big trust busting event, same size, but guess what? We're still in business. We're still a going concern.